position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Ohio State's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Back to throw, it's Ortiz. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They're working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
And the Sun Devils looking to convert on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Floats it out in space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got it on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Ortiz. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
With jet sweep pass. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost a throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Ortiz. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Got him downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to fire to the left. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Stokes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. First half in the books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. Quick completion to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Rutgers.
Makes the grab down the middle.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick completion on the out route. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Willihan. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Ortiz. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Fires left. That's caught. It's Sullivan. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Willihan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Ortiz. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chance.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Suggs. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sun Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come.
Touchdown, Arizona State! They strike first in overtime. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To throw, it's Ortiz. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now first down here in the second overtime. Wants to throw. It's Ortiz. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
second overtime, and they'll have to go for two. The snap sets up the throw. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stacked. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big fella moving. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field. Easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got it, ties the game, and will play on in the 3rd overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to pass. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop, and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.